YouTubers, and we are back here for some more action on the gridiron here today, as we're back here in the Denver Broncos Mission Recondition series here, Bronco Country. As today is week 2 and 3 that we'll be covering in today's episode, and we'll first start with week 2's matchup here with the Indianapolis Colts as we head to I believe into Indy for this one, as the Colts had a poor performance in their first week of the season, taking on the Dolphins there in Miami. And of course they are able to host their first game of the season here against us, as the Colts come up short 15-9 in that performance there. And of course the Colts had a not a good showing with those Dolphins, as they could not really run nor pass the ball very well in their game. They had some issues, of course, well as some injuries in that game. As you take a look at some of their stats here for this one, and some of their players were in trouble, like cornerback Justin Walley, their left tackle Blake Freeland, and of course their wide receiver DJ Montgomery, who are going to be out for 3 or possibly the rest of the season. As you see, Taylor had 15 carries, 82 yards in that game. Richardson, of course, he had a really not so great day in the passing game. But there you see 10 carries for 40 yards on the ground. He did have one broken tackle, but of course that was not really too helpful for them and help getting them a chance to get the win here. So today they are trying to see if they can bounce back here in week 2 and try to even out their record right now, as they're currently 0-1 for the season. Of course, we started off very well. We got our first win of the year, and of course, so we're trying to see if we can go 2-0 here in today's game. And of course, right now the Colts have 9 players. You'll see here a little later on here in this video. You'll have 9. They have 9 players that are currently out of the season right now. And yeah, they're definitely dealing with some injuries on this team here, and I'm sure they'll bounce back. But for these next couple of weeks in this season, it's going to be really tough for them to, of course, try to stay alive in that AFC South division. Of course, you got teams like the Jaguars who are starting to, turn the corner and start to put things together, and especially with a guy with players like they have here recently in their most recent draft. They're going to really try to, try to chomp a big chunk out of this division and try to get themselves in position to try to win it. But there you see some of the names that I mentioned earlier, and of course there are some others as well that have been added there. So the Colts really have to get things going for themselves here, and of course we're going to try to take advantage of that situation they're in right now. Of course, we've got some injuries of our own that we have to deal with, but not as many as the Colts currently have. There you see Anthony Richardson Sr., who is now, of course, they're a 20th ranked quarterback in the league, and there you see his numbers so far this year. 141 yards, 1 interception. They got sacked 3 times in the game. He was 15-24 in that game against the Miami Dolphins. And like I said, not a good start here for Richardson, who is, seen as the kind of the building block, one of the building blocks there, along with him and Jonathan Taylor for this Colts offense. And of course, trying to get the Colts back to glory there in their division. And you see Jonathan Taylor's numbers as well as his attributes there for the season, as he is, like I said, had a not so good start there in that first week of the season. But things, of course, there's still several more weeks to play, and things can really turn around for them. But with the injuries that they've already had already when it comes to preseason and now this first game, so far this start is not looking too good for them. Michael Pittman Jr., of course, there you see 6'4", 223 pounds, star dev from USC. It's going to be his 6th year here now in the NFL. And of course, Pittman, one of the really good wide receivers out there that doesn't get too much love there thrown his way. And of course, the Colts are really hoping that they can be the prime target that they can throw to in the passing game here. There you see his numbers from the start of the season so far. And of course, Kenny Moore in that secondary there for the Colts, who's also a star dev. He is definitely going to be a guy there we're going to be very concerned with when it comes to the passing game. As of course, obviously, Bo Nix. That's one of the things I'm really worried about Bo Nix in the season area. He gets, he gets in issues of throwing interceptions, and of course, we gotta try to do our best to make sure that stops from happening here. And of course, Coach Shilo, he's trying to work with him and trying to get him, ready to go here. But of course, this is first year for Coach Shilo, so not too much expected from him, but he does expect a lot from his players here, as he is, of course, a former player of his own, played for the Cardinals and for the Seahawks back in a couple of years ago here on this channel, or actually on the first main channel there. He knows what is expected to come from these players here and what they need to do. DeForest Buckner, of course, could be a guy there who's, he's now his 10th year here in the NFL. One of the big building blocks and cornerstones of that Colts defense there, and of course we got to try to do our best to try to avoid him at all costs here in today's game. And of course, Ward, their other corner, this is gonna be a tough game. Ward, their other corner there, he's a superstar dev, and of course he will definitely be his player archetype is his own, so he'll definitely be looking around there. 90 speed, 85 man coverage, 91 zone coverage there, so he's a pretty legitimate corner that can be asked to do a lot of things. Plays, in the deep in the field, or come up on the line and cause problems there. Bump and run with a lot of receivers there. So, yeah, we'll definitely have to figure out and make sure that we can do well. So it's a packed house here as we're at Indy, as the Colts coming out here to try to rebound from their loss from last week. And like I said, it's going to be a tough game here with Bo Nix is going to have to really rely on the running game here today. And of course, really make sure we don't do too many things down the field when it comes to passing. If we do, we got to make sure those passing throws there go to our guys and not to the Indy secondary here. So let's go ahead. We're going to skip the first quarter here. We're going to kind of zoom through this real quick, as we'll take a quick sim here and see so far no score yet between either team here. As now the Colts on the field here for the first time. Dobson, of course, we were hoping to see it. We're actually hoping to see him a little bit more here in this game. As now I see here Taylor and Richardson getting on the field here, and of course Taylor doing his thing as well expected of trying to, of course, stop the run there from him. I gotta really just try to neutralize him as much as we possibly can. As we'll see here, the first two drives now for the Colts have not been too good. It's actually we gotta end up getting a safety on them there. So nice job there from, or actually bad job there from Denver, as we end up giving it up 2 safeties. That's actually Colts did a great job there getting that safety on us. So not the way we want to start out here in this one as we move along here. So the first 2 drives right now, not good for Denver here. So now we're down by a odd number here. We're down by 2 points. And nothing you see too often there in this situation, in these kind of games here. As we'll see, Colts now going down the field here, getting themselves a touchdown. Now we're trying to do the same here, but this first quarter has looks like it's been a rough one here. As Bo Nix throws another incomplete pass there. That time throwing 15 there to Dobson. And of course, we got to get Dobson involved in the passing game as well. If the running game doesn't work too well for us here, or we're having a tough time not getting the numbers we're wanting in those type of situations there, then obviously we got to get him involved in the passing game. As it looks like we're able to get down the field here, and we'll find Marvin Mims gets a touchdown there. Nice job. As now we're just down by 2 points. As we'll go ahead, and it looks like we're going to go into the second quarter here. So we'll sim some in this second quarter as well. As we'll see the Colts out here having a 2-point lead, trying to move the football here. Looks like through the ground game, and so far it's not looking too good here. As we get a great stop there, to make it a stop there. Force them there on the third down now on the punt. And now we'll see what the Colts, or see what our Broncos will do here. As Evan Ingram, of course, he is
guy that I'm looking forward to here in this series as well. Remember our Jacksonville series? He was the second year we had him there. He was doing a great job there for us, producing on the field here, and we're just hoping that his experience and his time on the field here will help us out as we see a nice, a good job there for the defense getting that fumble. So we get the fumble recovery here. Now we're trying to take advantage of it here, trying to get this one down the field. As we find Marvin Mims again there, nice catch. And we go to Mims again for another big gain. As Bo Nix here trying to go down the field here. 2nd and 9, we get sacked there. And of course now it's 3rd and 16. Pass being knocked down here now. We'll see a 52-yard field goal attempt being made. It is good. And the Broncos now lead it 10-9. So we got the lead here for the first time in today's game. We'll see if we can hold on to it. I think we might just go ahead and send the rest of this second quarter here, and may just jump in here during halftime or after halftime here, and we'll see if we can make one more stop for the half here as we go ahead and roll in here. So under a minute left here. Good time here to see what they can do here on this 2-minute drive. As we'll see here, ball being snapped. And Richardson here now has to run this one. He cannot do anything with that attempt there on that play. And so call timeout now here. It's 10-9 here in Indy. And it's a 2nd and 17 here. First, we like to see our Broncos push this Colts team back here some. And see Richardson throws up the middle there. That ball's going to be thrown. It's going to be caught. And that's going to be just short of the first down marker. It's going to be now a 3rd, actually lose 2 more yards there. 3rd and 14 now coming up here for the Colts. So big 3rd down here for the Colts to get the first down. Of course, a big 3rd down here defensively. See a pass up the middle, trying to see a defender break the tackle. And there you see they'll be at the 14-yard line now here. So now 4th down coming up here. Of course, they have to make a decision if they're going to go for it here or they're going to kick a field goal. And they're going to go ahead and try to put up 3 points here to be up by 2 once again. As I'll see, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And that's a nice way here of taking the lead here, going into the half. Few seconds left now here for Denver to get down the field here and try to get a field goal of their own. We'll see if they can do that. As, of course, we have that safety put upon us there by bad play call and bad decision making there on our side there from our quarterback. As now DK, or it's JK Dobson. I don't know why I want to call him DK for. I do apologize. If I say DK, I meant JK. We'll see Dobson in the backfield here has the ball handed off to him. He's trying to go up the middle here, but he is going to get taken down there quickly as he gets a yard there, as he's got more negative yards than he has positive yards here. Only 2 carries, 1 yard. As Bo Nix now here has the football, throws up the middle, and that's going to be a nice reception there as we call a quick timeout. Of course, Bo Nix got a touchdown earlier here in this one, as we're trying to get at least in field goal range this time around. Pass there being thrown, and it's going to go to the sideline, and no, we did not get out of bounds. That's going to end the first half. So Colts take this one here as they're currently 0-1 now for the season. And we'll see if we can come back here in the second half as it's 12-10 here at Lucas Oil. As we take a look at the numbers there for the first half for both teams here. And it seems like both quarterbacks are a little bit on the struggle bus here, but so eventually someone is going to be able to take control of this game and find themselves a victory. As we'll see the start of the 3rd quarter here, and we see Coach Shilo there talking to his offense here about what they need to do here on this opening drive. And of course, a good, strong opening drive here will really help us out here. See if we can get 6 points on the board. As we'll see a play action here from Bo Nix. That ball is going to be thrown, but it's going to be dropped as the receiver could not get a hold of that one there. 3rd and 10 coming up. Ball their own 24-yard line. As Bo Nix here now scrambles down up the field here, throws this one, and that's going to be broken up. Great job there from the defense, as that was to Dobson, as he could not hold on to that coming out of the backfield there. Nice stop there from the secondary of the linebackers there for the Colts. And the Colts now will have control of the football here as we'll punt the ball back to them. They'll punt it on their own 40. So now, 1st and 10 here for the Colts as they'll get the first drive here in the second half. We'll see what they'll do here is they'll play action, throw on that one there. Nice throw there from from Richardson there, who gets a few yards on the play. We'll now jump to a 3rd and 6. Richardson here throws up the middle. That one's going to be caught, and it's going to be just a yard short as Patrick Tam makes a nice hit there and gets us there gets them there. They're supposed to have the 41-yard line. They're going to go ahead and go for it here now. 4th and 1 coming up here for the Colts. And of course, they're trying to keep this 2-point lead here and try to extend now. And see run here, and this is a nice run as Taylor finds his way into the end zone. Big break there for the Colts offense. And now the Colts have now taken the lead. Jonathan Taylor making a nice run there. And that's about I would say about a 45, 50-yard run from him. And so let's say 55 actually. And that's a nice run there for him getting into the end zone. Great job there, finish off the drive. And the Colts now have the lead. It's 4 plays, 60 yards. Taking almost 2 minutes off that drive. And they lead it now 19-10. As the Colts come back out here. And of course, Bo Nix needs to get something going here. As his first opening drive here in the second half was a dud. And of course, the first half wasn't too good either. But we did get ourselves on the board there. Getting a touchdown. Now we're going back to the running game, which we really need to seriously just pound the pavement here in this one. That's a nice run there. They're at their own 36-yard line here, 2nd and inches. And again, Dobson getting a nice run as he's able to run that one up the gap. Nice job there, run that one right in the middle there. That's going to be another first down here for the Colts as they're able to move the chains. And of course, the Colts fans here do not want to have, they don't want to go 0-2 here, especially in this division of the AFC South. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be completed. Nice catch going down the field here. Nice job as Bo Nix able to get this one down the field here. I believe that's Marvin Mims on the catch. That's a huge first down there for the Broncos. As we'll see it now, 1st and 10, ball on the 24-yard line. And again, Nix, what are you doing? Why are you staying in that pocket? Get rid of that football. Try it quick going upfield here as Lewis makes the tackle. That's just one of the things I just don't like about Bo Nix right now for this team. He just takes too much time looking down the field here. It's like, dude, you don't have much time. Get rid of the football. Make a quick pass. Find your guy, especially on the stride there, and just throw it. Truman now gets the catch there for the first down. Nice job there from the tight end as he gets the chains now. Moved to the 8-yard line. Troutman there, I should say. Nice throw there as he is able to connect. Bo Nix able to connect with his tight end. Bo Nix now throws this one off there. That's going to be there. Another pass there to the tight end as they get to the 2-yard line. So this drive is actually looking pretty reasonable here. Let's see if we can finish it off with a nice handoff here. As we'll see Dobson and goes in, gets into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown there for the Broncos. As the Broncos now back in the ball game here, putting 6 on the board here, and a nice run here. And that's, really, the running game really needs to be just ran through Dobson, as he does a great job there. Of course, the offensive line needs to do a better job of blocking. That's one of the things we're going to definitely be working on here in the next, hopefully the next several weeks to get better and stronger at it. But yeah, that's a huge thing for us. But yeah, just to me, just Bo Nix's decision making is kind of one of those key things that just really makes me nervous. Of course, I say the same thing about the quarterback there in Jacksonville last year with Trevor, and he turned out to do pretty well for us there. He of course helped us win the Super Bowl that first year. But just this time I don't think we'll be so lucky with Bo Nix. As we'll see, try to make a stop there. They get the first down. Nice job there fighting for that extra yardage there. 1st and 10 here for the Colts as they're on their own 46-yard line. Richardson now hands off to Taylor, and Taylor's going to be shut down the backfield there. He loses a yard there on that play. Great job there for the defense, and now we'll see if we can step up here on this 2nd and 11 as well. And they get Colts get a loss of a yard there on the play. Looks like it's going to be a pass this time. Trips to the right of Richardson. Drops back here, throws there under coverage. That ball's going to be thrown, and the receiver is going to be brought down there at the 48-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Colts. Of course, we got to figure out a way how to get to Richardson a little bit more. Try to throw more blitz packages at him. Don't let him be in situations like this, but a great job there from Patrick Tan as he puts his hands up there and bats that ball away. Of course, it'd been nice if we would just been able to intercept that for us. But we'll take what we can get. And now we get the ball here on our own 26-yard line after the punt. 19-17 here in Indy. Colts lead by 2. And Bo Nix, come on, Nix. You got to do something here. As he dives there, and he's going to be just short of the first down. So we have a 2nd and 3 coming up as he is going to be surrendering himself there at their own 32-yard line. Passing yards look pretty good here so far. They read that one very well that time as they stopped the run. Ball's now going to be placed at the 30-yard line. So we have 3rd and 5 coming up here for our Broncos. As we'll see what the Broncos can do here. Being a pass situation here for Bo Nix. Bo here, he throws this one here and throws that one up, and that one's not going to come down as this is going to be batted away as Ward made a nice stop there defensively. And now, with 4th and 5 coming up here, ball on their own 30. I think we just go ahead and just go better off just be punting. Alec Pierce there, you see his numbers there, 8 catches for 109 yards, a touchdown there for him. We'll see if they'll go to him in this drive. We'll see Taylor here gets a 4-yard carry there. I mean, now the 43-yard line for the Colts. One man in the backfield there with Richardson. Richardson drops back, throws this one there. Short throw under coverage there. Nice catch there. That's going to get the tight end there to the first down at the 46. That's going to be a 1st and 10 there for Warner. And the Colts now have continue with the possession. 5 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. This quarter's gone by quick here. As we'll see the ball not being snapped. And that's going to be it for the 3rd quarter. 4th and final quarter coming up here. As the Colts, they really need to kind of run this ball with Taylor more if they want to shut this game out. But for the for the Broncos here, we gotta salvage a good drive here, and of course have a good defensive stop as well for ourselves here if we want to get back into this ball game. We're only down by 2, so it's still anyone's game. We'll see what the Colts now do. We'll switch the field up here, so we'll see Taylor here runs this one, try to break off the tackle as he spins off that first one, and he's going to be stopped at the 38. As we got to gang tackle him and get to him quickly before he takes off there. You got to make some more big stops there in the backfield. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Colts, as we'll see a toss on the outside there. And like I said, Richardson, should say Taylor there, he cannot let him be running like that. We got to get to him quickly there as they do get the first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 there for the Colts. The ball now on their own 30, or I should say on our 35-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:50 left here in the game. And so we'll see Richardson now. He got his number called here. We've seen this before in our Jaguar series as he is just going to be blazing a trail there. Nice run there for the QB as he gets to the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for Richardson and the Colts. Got to keep an eye on him now here on this drive. As we'll see now, Taylor's going to run this one on the outside, and he's going to find his way into the end zone once again. Touchdown, Indy, as Taylor brings himself there into the end zone. Nice run there, untouched, as no one were able to keep a track of him whatsoever. And that's just getting a little too commonplace right now. 7 plays, 61 yards, almost 3 minutes off the clock, as right now the Indianapolis Colts right now have a Nice possession lead on us here. It's 26 to 17. As we'll see, 1st and 10, ball in their own 29. Bo Nix here rifles this one up the middle. That's going to be thrown as Mims gets the catch there for the 9-yard reception. We'll see now 2nd and 1 coming up. As Nix here, play action, throwing this one there. Oh, look at this. Great pass, and this is going to finish off a nice drive here as the Colts just blow their coverage that time as Cortland Sutton gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As Sutton goes right up the seams there and just finds his way and gets past that defense there. Nice job there. Again, just blowing up that coverage there of the Colts and able to get themselves there. Still down by 2. This is 26 to 24 here with 8:17 left here in the game. As we'll see what the Colts will now do here on this drive. And of course, the Broncos right now need to just pin their ears back and really make some good defensive tackling. And solid, just really getting that, blowing up that offensive line, getting in that backfield there. See 3rd and 4 coming up as Richardson runs this one here. And again, why do we not have a spy on him as he runs this one all the way down to the 47-yard line? 1st and 10 Colts. Guys, we got to keep a close eye on him. I don't know what the deal is, why we're not keeping a close eye on him, and especially in those 3rd down situations there. As we'll see him now on 1st and 10. This time he tries to be sneaky and try to hold on the ball himself that time. We stop him. A loss of 2 on the play there for the Colts QB. It'll be a 2nd and 12 coming up here. Ball at midfield. As we'll see a play action here. Richardson throws up the middle. That ball is going to be thrown as Alec will get the catch. Or excuse me, no, it's Pittman going to get the catch. A huge 1st down there for them. Puts them at our 29-yard line for a 1st and 10. 5:22 left here. Got to make a stop here. As now we'll see Taylor here going to have his number called as he's now reached over the 100-yard mark here today with, of course, 2 rushing touchdowns underneath his belt. 2nd and 5 coming up here. Ball to 24 of the Broncos. As we again lose track of Richardson, and he is going to get down inside the 10 as he's going to be finally stopped at the 9-yard line. Oh, boy. This is not good. As we'll see now, 1st and goal coming up here for the quarterback as he'll throw this one a screen pass. That one is going to be caught by Pittman, I believe. And Morrow there is going to make the tackle. A loss of a yard there on the play. Will be a 2nd and goal coming up here for the Colts. As they're down by just 2, or up by just 2 points here, and trying to extend this lead here by a possession. As we'll see, 2nd and goal coming up. Around 3:30 left. And Richardson, oh, he could not find nobody. He realized that he was in trouble. And not much he can do there as he is taken there in the backfield there. As that's going to put him now at the 17-yard line there. Nice job there from the Broncos defense. We need to see more of that here. As we need some more guys to do more better job of pass rushing here. Let's see, now 3rd and goal coming up. Richardson now trying to run. Oh, he's going to slip and fall there. Nice job there as they trip him up. And they're going to have to call a timeout now. As we'll see what the Colts will now try to do here. They got 4th and goal coming up here for them. And the Colts are going to kick a field goal here at the 20. That ball is going to be up, and it is good as they drill this one. Nice finish there. It's now 29-24. Under 3 minutes left here for the Broncos as they'll get this ball. And they'll try to see what they can do here on this drive. As they only forced 3 points onto the Colts. And, of course, our drive that previously was a good one. As Bo Nix found an open man down the field. And found Sutton making that big play there. We'll see if he can find Mims or somebody else in that situation there again. As Bo Nix here looking. He's going to go ahead and tuck and run. as he's going to run this one at the 44. Nice hustle there from him that time. That's what I'm talking about. If you can't see nobody down the field, take it, tuck it, run, and go. Bo Nix now drops back, looks, throws this one short there. He's going to find Marvin Mims on the catch, as Mims gets that one at the 48-yard line. Timeout now, or 2-minute warning now coming up here for the Broncos, as they right now trail by 5. It's 29-24. 2 minutes left here. 2nd and 2 coming up. And we'll see what our guys can do here in this situation. And it looks like, oh boy, got a nice run there from the Colts, from the, I should say, Broncos QB. As Bo Nix gets the first down. The clock is still ticking, so we can't be celebrating too much here. As we do have all our timeouts here, but we gotta, be watchful there. Can't celebrate too much. We haven't won just yet. Bo Nix here jumps up in the pocket, throws this one there. That one's going to be picked off. No. And that's going to be probably your ball game there, as the Colts get the interception there as Nick crosses up the receiver there and gets in right position there in that line of sight there for Bo Nix, as he just threw that just a little too soon, and Cross able to get the interception. And that right there could be the dagger that gives us our first loss of the season here, as the Colts now have possession of the football here. And we'll see what the Colts are going to do here. Both teams have 2 turnovers here. We have all 3 our timeouts, as we'll see a run here. And, of course, they're going to be smart as they'll get that one to, of course, Taylor there. And a timeout being called now by the Broncos as they burn their first timeout, or their second timeout now. 1 timeout remaining here for the Broncos. Colts have all 3. And as you see, Taylor here runs this one again. Taylor got the first down, and that right there is pretty much going to be your ball game as the timeout's being called, and there's not much else we can do, as the Colts now here going to get in victory formation here and pretty much call this one ball game, as they're able to rebound here after last week, after that poor performance there in Miami. And now we're served up with our first loss of the season here, as we now officially go 1-1. So yeah, not a good game here for us, as we had some good drives there. That last drive, of course, got us pretty good there, as Cross was able to get to that one, as Bo was just a little too eager, I guess, trying to throw that one down the field here and trying to make a big play. And of course, Mims was just not there on time. But that right here, that was a gash. That right there. That anytime you have a halfback like him, like Jonathan Taylor, just gashes it like that, it's like, oh man, how do we come back? How do we come back from that? Of course, we had a big, nice play there with Sutton, but just not enough. And of course, it really didn't help either with that 2-point, with that sack there, or that safety that we ended up giving up as well early on in the game. That would kind of did us in as well. It made it really tough, to try to get over 2 points there. But we lose by 5. 29-24 is your final. There you see first downs. Both teams have 17 first downs. Total offense there was, of course, won by the Colts with 393. We had 272 actually. Jeez, read shot. Rushing yards, over 180. It was 189 yards there for the Colts. We had only 81 yards rushing. Ugh, man. And then passing wise, 21 of 35, 2 touchdowns for us. 20 of 26, a touchdown there for Richardson. So, I mean, Richardson really didn't, had a lot of help there from the running game. That really helped him out, taking the pressure off of him and really putting it on the, putting it on us, stopping the run there, which, like I said, Taylor had some big runs there against us. 2 big runs. Actually, both of them were touchdowns there on us here in this game. Bo Nix, there you see 21 35, 315. Completed 60% of his passes. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Richardson, 20 of 26, 221. He completed 76% of his passes. He had 1 touchdown. His biggest pass was 28 yards for Bo Nix. It was 62 to Sutton. Then on the ground, like I said, it made a huge difference there. This week, their ground game really did a great job there. Taylor, 20 of 118, 2 touchdowns, 1 fumble in the game. His longest run was 51 yards. Of course, when you have a quarterback as well that can do the same thing on the ground, that helped out as well. 8 carries for 71 yards. Dobson, 6 carries for 20 yards and a touchdown. I don't know why we did not go to him more in the game, but yeah. And then of course, when your quarterback outruns your halfback there, that doesn't help either. But Mims, 8 catches for 116 and a touchdown. Alex Pierce, 8 catches for 109, a touchdown there for him. Sutton, 3 catches for 96, I believe there. He had a touchdown as well. He had that big 62-yard catch. Pittman, 4 for 35 there for him. No touchdowns there for him. Dobson, 4 catches for 52 yards. Like I said, we were trying to get him involved there early on because the running game was not going for too good for us. And then, of course, during the second half, we were able to open up a little bit more. But, yeah, we got to run the ball a lot sooner with Dobson there. I don't know why. I mean, I know we had a tough time trying to penetrate the offensive line there early on, but it's like, no, you can't just turn away from it and then expect to go back to it, later in the game. We got to keep just chipping away and keep just doing whatever we can here, go right at him, go out there. And like I said, I feel like we can run the ball a lot more better with him on the outside there. Maybe that's what I have to try to do in our playbook there and have him run the ball outside a little bit more. But yeah, we should have just ran the ball a hell of a lot more than we did. Than what today's game looked like there. So, but it's early. It's only the second game of the season. First road game we lose here this year, but we still got plenty of time to turn things around. As we take a look at some news here, Jonathan Cooper isn't happy, but 5 weeks of promising recovery time. Okay, so we got, great. So Jonathan Cooper, he got his knee cartilage tear. He's going to be out for 3 to 7 weeks there. Yeah. So the injuries still keep piling up. Now, since then, I have now changed the settings. I think I originally had him at 30 for this series. I figured, I'm like, well, I'm not playing the game, like I am in my Baltimore Ravens series, so that's why I put it down to 30, or not from from 30 to 25. I moved down to 20, but I think now 22. So I might move it down to like 23 here for this series. But yeah, well, I definitely have to see how that is all going to be turned out here. So coming up is our next game here. As we take a look here, it's going to be the Rams, the Chargers, taking on the. We're taking this on here, but we see here last week the Chargers won 20-17 against the Raiders. As you see Justin Herbert there having a decent game there, 207, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Completed only 55% of his passes there. So with that being said, we are hoping that we'll have a better week here. Hopefully we can rebound and, of course, take out our aggression, our anger that we had losing that game against the Colts, and now taking on one of our divisional rivals here, that being the Chargers here. And we'll see if we can turn things around. Now, Chargers were able to knock off the Chiefs back in week 1 as they won that game 34-28. And then in week 2, like I said, they beat the Raiders here 20-17. So they're right now sitting pretty good in our division as 2-0, and especially when you can knock off the Chiefs the first week of the season, and then knock off another, another divisional rival like the Chiefs, or like the Raiders. Now when you see us, you're like, hey, you're licking your chops here because you just found out that we lost our second game of the season here, and we were kind of not playing the Broncos type of way. And so now they're going to try to do their best to, of course, obviously get themselves in position to try to knock us off here. So this week, I think we're going to have to really try to focus on Justin Herbert, try to get him stopping the backfield there. McConkey, of course, the coaches want us to kind of double up on him, so I believe we're going to try to get some, double coverage set up on him. And of course, Coach, Shilo believes, he's a offensive guy. He's, of course, a former halfback himself. And, of course, the run is going to be key here, as most of the time it usually is. To run the ball, take some of that pressure off of Nix, and really help us down the field here as we are needing to just really try to be aggressive and just try to pummel and punish the Chargers defense in the running game. So, McConkey, there you see his numbers there. Like I said, we're gonna. I got a game plan. I got an idea what we can do for him. Of course, we say that, and then of course the game wants to go a totally different route. But I took some of the suggestions that they suggested, and I tweaked it a little bit there. I changed a couple plays in the playbook to help us out there. Hopefully that will help us. Of course, Najee Harris there, former Pittsburgh Steeler, now here with the Chargers. There you see Star Dev. And, of course, doesn't have the speed, but he has good acceleration there. But he's definitely still a dangerous threat there in that backfield there for the Chargers. And, of course, there you see his numbers there. Only 11 carries, 45 yards so far this season. They haven't really utilized him too much compared to, his numbers from the last couple of years there with Pittsburgh. But he is, of course, still a threat, and he will definitely cause havoc for us if we do not keep him in line. Derwin James out in the secondary there. He of course, a superstar X factor there, and of course we do not need to be picked off. We already got picked off, already in the last game there against Nick Cross and that secondary. Of course, I was really surprised that Ward. I mean, there was a couple times Ward was involved in a play, but I was really surprised that he wasn't able to intercept the ball there. So, knock on wood. Let's hope that does not happen with their key guy here in Los Angeles with the Chargers there. And, of course, Khalil Mack still there, ranked 7th when it comes to right edge rushers here. And, of course, we know the history of myself and Khalil Mack here as, he should have signed with the Bears in our Bears series. But, he didn't want to get a ring, so he went to Detroit and, of course, ended up retiring. After Detroit spent all that money to get him there and several other players there, and that just didn't turn out too well. So, but to say the least, there you see some of their injuries there. They got a couple key injuries there. That you got Slater there, who's out for pretty much the rest of the season. He has a fractured kneecap, and Cole in there, he's out for a couple weeks as well. So here we are at beautiful SoFi, Stadium here in LA, just outside of Hollywood, and we'll see what we can do here against the Chargers. As like I said, they're 2-0 right now. They're flying high, coming off wins against the Chiefs and the Raiders. And there you see their numbers so far this season. And of course, we're hoping to have a good start here. We need a really good, excellent, especially a good defensive play here from our guys here in this first half to help us out here offensively as well. So we'll see what we can do. Of course, there you see Herbert, his numbers, or at least his player stats there. 27 years of age, 6'6", and he is ready to go. See what he can do here. They're going to, of course, get the ball here first, start off the first half. 1st and 10, a ball on their own 29. Run there by Harris. And Harris is going to be stopped there. Or excuse me, no, that's a Hampton there. He's going to be stopped there. So Harris, I guess, is going to come in as they're going to use 2 backs here today. But Hampton is going to be stopped there quickly as he gets only a yard there on that play. So we'll see if the Chargers, of course, looking to try to get their third
divisional win here today. And let's see, Herbert here throws this one. That's going to be caught. Says that's going to be taken there. A nice catch as they get to the 49-yard line. Of course, it's McConkey. As he is going to get the catch at midfield. Nice play there from him. And the Chargers fans like what they're seeing there from this young man. Of course, he's not no Cooper Kupp. But, you know, they found, I think, probably Cooper Kupp 2.0 maybe with McConkey. As we'll see our pass here, or excuse me, a run here, and that's going to be Hampton coming up, blazing out of the backfield there. See, it's a big gain there on that run. Almost torched our defense that time, our rushing defense. Ball's now plays at the 28-yard line of the Broncos. As we'll see Hampton here, and oh, he's going to get shoved back in the backfield there. Nice play there for the defense. As they make a nice stop there. Nice stop on the play. Loss of 5 on the play. We'll see now ball of the 33-yard line here. As the Chargers here trying to get into Bronco country. And we'll see a pass there, and that'll be a few yards. That'll be a gain of 4 on that play. 3rd and 11 coming up. Ball on the 29. Herbert here. He's going to step up in the pocket. He's going to go ahead and run this one himself. He's going to get a first down and a little bit more. As he's going to be stopped just inside the 10. This is going to be at the, looks like the 6-yard line for that first down. So big run there for the QB. Of course, we got to keep, you know, we got to be able to look for that as well. As you see a carry there, and that's going to be by Hampton. As they get a few yards there on the play. As they're trying to get themselves there. And there you see our notable inactive players right there. Like I said, we're still working on, you know, dealing with injuries. Since then, I have dropped the injury rating down some. As you know, I want to see injuries, but I don't want to see, you know, every team will get wiped out by half of their, you know, half of their, you know, teams and whatnot. So, yeah, I thought I had it fixed from learning from what I've learned so far from our series there on the main channel with the Ravens. As we see a touchdown there for the Chargers. 8 plays, 71 yards. Taking a little over 4 minutes on that drive. But, you know, what I've learned so far here from seeing other people, especially Matt's in his sliders and a couple other people on YouTube, I feel like for me, for my sake, I think 22, 23 in the injuries is actually pretty reasonable. You get quite a few injuries, but not like a bunch. Some reasonable injuries, some injuries you see here. You better watch out here. Bo Nix don't get no injury there. He makes a nice run there to the 48-yard line of the Chargers. Nice run there from him. But I don't want to see a bunch of guys. I don't want to see a bunch of teams get all just, you know, taken out. You know, you don't want to see some of the big stars being taken out because of injury. You know, it is football, but at the same time, you know, it's like, yeah, you don't have to be too aggressive. And so you see a nice pass there. That's going to go over to Courtland Sutton as he gets a nice 39-yard catch there for a huge first down for the Broncos. As now they're on the 9-yard line of the Chargers. Now Dobson have the football here. He's going to run this one as he scampers to the 3-yard line. So this opening drive looking very successful here for us. Let's see if we can get in the end zone this time. And we'll see Bo Nix here throws this one there. That ball should have been caught, but it's going to be dropped in the end zone there. So now 3rd and goal coming up. And we'll see Bo Nix here drops back in the pocket, dumps this pass there. And that ball's going to be in the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Broncos, let's ride. As Courtland Sutton again for another touchdown there for him. His 2nd touchdown now in today's episode. His first one in this game in particular. As he's able to tiptoe his way there and get the ball himself in the end zone. And the Broncos are on the board here now, tie this one up now 7-all. 5 plays, 74 yards. Taking the ball a little, I think it was like close to 3 minutes on that drive. Not bad. So we'll see the kick here. And the stop there at the 30-yard line. So our defense, of course, needs to be a lot more smarter here this time around. Keep close watch on, of course, Herbert. And, of course, we need to put pressure on Herbert.
Right now, we're not putting too much pressure on him. We're just letting him sit back too much and do his thing in the pocket. You see a pass there is going to be underneath the covers there that time. And they're going to McConkey's going to wrestle his way there for the first down there at the 40-yard line. Or I should say Desley there. Got wrestles there for that first down at 44. But yeah, like I said, we got to be more aggressive when it comes to the passing game. Put more emphasis on getting to the quarterback, as we see Justin Herbert there throws another pass there. Again, getting too calm and relaxed in that pocket. And that is not what this defense needs to be doing. As we'll see, Herbert here throws this one, rifles this one. Nice play. As he's going to get himself there at the 21-yard line. Again, here they are making another threatening attempt at getting another score. Broncos need to step up here. As we see a toss there to Hampton, and Hampton is going to get rustled up and take it down there at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 coming up here. And of course, if they're going to sit back and let him pass, then you got to be able to read his body language and bring him down, as we finally get to him that time. Nice tackle as we get the sack there on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and 14 coming up here on the Chargers. As the balls are on our 25-yard line. Pass there. It's going to be rifled up the middle, and nobody was there to find Desley. As he gets another catch there. Now it's going to be a first down here for the Chargers. But like I said, if you're not going to get to the quarterback here in this situation here, you got to be able to put some heat, or at least make some confusion there. See a touchdown there for the Chargers as Gaston is in the end zone. But yeah, we got to be able to put some pressure on him. If we're not, then we got to keep the coverage on our guys close. You know, play in zone, stay in your zone. And the ball's going to head your zone, you get there. If you play man-to-man, be sticky. Stay on top of him. Don't let him, wherever he goes, you go with him. As they are now taking a one-possession lead here, now 14-7. As we'll see the Broncos back out here again. And, of course, Chargers doing a great job here keeping this Broncos defense out there long. As for the Broncos offense, well, we need to stay out here a little longer and kind of wear down this Chargers defense. And we'll see a play action here from Bo throwing up the middle there. That ball's going to be completed. It's going to be finding itself in the hands of Mims for that first down. Ball at the 41-yard line. It's the 1st and 10, or run on the outside there to the left, or to the right, I should say. And that's going to be Dobson as he gets back to the line of scrimmage there on that play. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter, down by a possession. Play action here from Nix. Nix throws this one up there. Nix, the defender tried to get there, but defense did a great job there of blanking him. Nice job there from Jackson on that play. We'll see what they can do here on this 3rd and 10. As there's 16 seconds left here, Bo throws underneath the coverage, and that's not going to give us too much here as we do not get to the first down markers. Hart makes a nice stop. Stops at the 44-yard line, and that is probably going to be the final play of the quarter here. And this is a 4th and 7 coming up here for Denver. As Denver really needs to get something going here, both offensively and defensively. More importantly, defensively. We've been letting them march up the field, not really getting to their quarterback here. Getting him a little too calm and relaxed in that pocket. And we definitely need to turn up the heat here. As we'll flip the field here, we'll punt this, and this ball is going to go here deep to the inside their 20. And so it's going to be a fair catch now for the Chargers. So they'll take over the ball. There you see Herbert's numbers already. Like I said, he's too comfortable right now. 8 for 8, 101 yards, 2 touchdowns. Ball's at the 17-yard line. Let's see if we can make a stop now here. Hopefully Coach Shilo has said something to them. As the ball's at the 17. Man in motion here for the Chargers. As we see pass there being thrown, and that's going to be caught at the 19 for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. As Herbert here, play action, and he throw this one up the middle. And again, another great catch there. As again, Herbert just getting everything he wants right now. 13 yards on that throw. We'll see now a ball on the 32-yard line. Back on the ground here with Hampton. As he will run this one here. I think Najee Harris might be out. I think I might have not caught that. I think he might be out. Now McConkey's now out of the game, as he's going to have to sit down. So we'll at least took out McConkey for the time being here. Let's take advantage of this. See what we can do here. As we'll see, pass there being thrown. Going to be caught, and it's going to be inbounds. As that's going to be at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. As they are now quickly moving up the field here. As we'll see a handoff now. It's a run. And I believe that time, I think that was Najee Harris that time around. So he gets a nice gain there. 2nd and 3 coming up as they'll go back to the ground game here. And again, they will run this one there and get enough there for the 1st down. And of course, that's a 5-yard gain. Now makes it now 1st and 10. Ball at the 25-yard line here again. Chargers having their way here on this possession. As Herbert finds the reception there. Almost 200 yards now here in today's game. And he's been pretty much throwing dots all over the field here. 2nd and 3, pass there, low, but low enough for the receiver to catch it. That's going to be a 1st down there as they move the chains now at the 14. Again, this time going back to the ground here. Stopping the backfield there on Hampton. And a nice tackle there as Stroud there gets a hold of the running back, and that's going to put him down. A loss of 4 on the play. It's going to put him at the 17-yard line. It's going to make it a 2nd and 14 coming up here for the Chargers. Chargers in the backfield here with, again, QB here gets hit as he throws, and that ball's going to be off target as he looked like he's trying to find his receiver over there, but he got hit right as he threw that football there, and Herbert not happy about that at all. As now they have to kick a field goal here. So this gives us some little hope here now. They can take a 10-point lead here with this kick. And they do, as that kick is up, and it is good. Chargers offense right now playing very well here. Defense, same way. Did a great job there in that last drive there, stopping us from going up the field here. Now, let's see if Bo Nix can get things back up and going like they were in that opening drive. 1st and 10, ball on their own 23-yard line. Nix here, hands off. That's going to be Dobson. Dobson, nice run as he's going to get just almost gets that 1st down there as he's going to be stopped just inches there for that 1st down. Had a little hard time getting up there, but he does get up. Hopefully he is fine. 2nd and inches coming up here. Ball at the 33-yard line. As Nix now hands off to Dobson again. He's going to finish that one there as he gets the 1st down. As he stumbles his way to the 39-yard line. On their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Broncos as Nix here drops back in the pocket. Finds the receiver right in front of him, but the receiver will drop it. So now 3rd and 10 coming up here. Ball being thrown. This one's going to be deep. And oh my goodness, I thought we had it there. And Sutton could not come down with it. It's going to be a 4th and 10 now coming up. The ball's at the 38-yard line. I imagine they'll probably punt here. And that's exactly what they do. You see red zone efficiency so far here today, 66%. So they've been very efficient there in the red zone compared to us here. It's, of course, obviously they have the lead as we make a nice stop in the backfield there. Nice job on the play. Loss gets actually a gain of a yard there. We'll see now 2nd and 9 and another good hit as that's going to bring down the receiver to the 37-yard line. So we have 3rd and 4 here. I like to see a big hit here in this situation. Let's get to the quarterback here. And oh, there you go. Defense now starting to step up as the Broncos make a nice stop here, forcing a 3 and out. And now they have the ball here on their 18-yard line after the punt. Let's see what Bo Nix can do this time here. Let's be successful here now, fellas. Less than 3 minutes left here in the first half. Bo Nix here. He's got to get rid of the football here. He's launching this one there. Almost got caught. But the reception is going to be complete there. That's going to be a first down at 38. Again, I'm not liking his decision making here. Holding on to that football way too long here. You got to step up in the pocket and make a play as he throws it away. I don't know if he doesn't understand the timing that he has or what the deal is, but it just makes me nervous here when he's holding that football just way too long. It's like you got like 5 seconds to make a decision. If not, tuck and run. As we cannot get that first down, so we'll have to punt. And the punt is up, and they almost got a little piece of that punt. But they'll punt the Chargers there at their own 17-yard line. So we're down by 10. We need to get a drive going here. We need another defensive stop here. We'll see what we do here on this 1st and 10. Herbert here drops back, throws this one up the middle, and that's going to be caught as McConkey is back in the game here now. It'll be a 1st and 10 there after on the catch at the 27. A quick pass there, and there another catch there for the Chargers. Under a minute left here. A little trying to shuffle guys around there. Of course, they're going to try no huddle here in this situation. We'll see a pass there. Oh my goodness, defensively, that was a bad stop there. Finally wrap him up, but it's too late as they get the first down. As of course, Chargers not letting us get our own correct personnel that we need. And now we'll see a pass there. It's going to be complete as they go no huddle now. And a timeout finally being called here as they burn their second timeout now here in the half. 17 to 7 here at SoFi. 23 seconds left here in the second quarter. As Herbert here throws underneath coverage. That ball, the receiver's going to hold on to it, breaks the tackle, and he's going to get a nice first down at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 by Disley, as he is starting to become a pain in the butt here. And you got a nice catch there. They're going to go ahead and they're going to kick a field goal here with just a few seconds left. Timeout being called there as the Chargers are going to make us wait and try to go up here, as they could be going up by 13 here with his kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So they go into halftime now with a 13-point lead, a 2-possession lead here in this situation. Oh boy, we got to get something going here for ourselves. I don't know what the deal is, why we're having so we had a nice successful first drive there. I thought that was pretty promising, like, okay, we got something going here for ourselves. But now it looks like that's not the case. So let's see here what we can do. And there you see total yards so far here. Of course, Chargers doing a great job here moving the ball. And there you see the passing game's been really excellent for them. As we come on, Bo. As Tart gets into the tackle there, gets to the quarterback, and makes a nice 6-yard sack there. Makes it now 2nd and 16. Lays the ball down, placed at the 29-yard line here for the Broncos. As again, Bo, come on, you got to do something here, bro. As we see a pass there being thrown, and that's going to be a nice reception there. As that's going to get him to the 38-yard line. 3rd and 7 coming up. Too wide on the far side of the screen. As you see a pass there, it can be incomplete, and Sutton's going to get the first down there. A nice catch there at the 46. Moves the chains here for the Broncos. 1st and 10. As you see the ball going back on the ground here, which is very important. Even though we're down by 13, we still got to be able to move this ball to the ground. As Dobson gets a few yards there. There you see some of their players as well. Looks like injuries have not been an issue there for them, even though they got quite a few of them. But it looks like the idea of the next man up steps up and makes a play, or does something, or does it. Mims gets a nice catch. He's going to get this one inside the 20. Nice reception there for him. 1st and 10 there for the Broncos. Let's ride. As we get to the 20-yard line of the Chargers, 1st and 10. Bo Nix here drops back, dump pass there. The Dobson trying to look for a block there. Doesn't really get one, but kind of does. Gets to the 16 as he gets a gain of 4. And it's now 2nd and 6. Pass there off to the near side here, and Sutton gets the catch, and that's going to be enough there for a 1st and goal. So now 1st and goal coming up. They're going to put the ball on the ground here as Dobson runs this one. He gets a gain of 5 on the play. Puts it at now 2nd and goal for the Broncos, as they could potentially punch this one into the end zone here. See a handoff. This one's going on the far side there, and that's going to be a nice run. Touchdown, Broncos. Let's ride. As RJ Harvey gets into the end zone and makes a nice scamper there, finds his way in the end zone. Nice play. Broncos now got themselves back in this ball game here now. Still got a lot of work to do, but it's now 20-14. So just a 1-possession lead right now that the Chargers have. And if we can make a solid, quick 3-and-out here and do pretty similar to what we did offensively in this last drive there for the Broncos, we can get back in it. And of course, take the lead for the first time here today. As we'll see, Herbert here drops back in the pocket. Pass there to Hampton on the screen there. He gets a few yards there on that catch. It's now a 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball at the 28-yard line. As Herbert here throws this one there. That's going to be caught, and the receiver is going to get out to the 1st down marker as they're able to move the chains. Ball at the 33-yard line after the 1st down. 5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Down by 6. And we'll see there. They're going to, of course, go no huddle here. 2nd and 5. Ball now at the 38-yard line. As you see, Herbert here drops back in the pocket. Pass there. It's going to be intercepted. Nice play there from the defense. Patrick Surtain stepping up here. As we need to see more of that here today from the defense. As they are able to step up that time. Makes a great pass. Or does a great job there reading this one. Getting on the inside there of the receiver. And is able to take that one away. And now Bo Nix and the Broncos now have a chance to get back in this ball game. So now we're looking at a 1st and 10 here on this turnover. Let's turn this turnover into some points now here, fellas. 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Bo Nix drops back in the pocket, throws this one there. That's going to go up and in. Nice play. And that's going to be a 1st down as Mims gets the catch. 1st and 10 there for the Broncos, as they're now at the Chargers' 34-yard line. 1st and 10. 3:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. We'll see what they'll do here now. Is this going to be 1st and 10? Play action. Oh, and the ball's going to be batted away there. Of course, that is Khalil Mack on that play. Can't get mad about that. That's just an athletic edge rusher there for you. 2nd and 10 coming up. Bo. Ah, damn it, Bo. Come on. Khalil Mack gets them this time around. He's like, you got lucky last time with the 2nd time. Nah, brah. I'm going to get you. And he got him good. Yes, that's going to be a loss of 4 on the play. It's going to be a 3rd and 14 coming up as the ball's at the 38-yard line for the Broncos. Bo here dropping back. Of course, he's got a rebound here on this pass. And that pass is going to be completed as Mims gets the catch. Nice job there from Mims. Ball now at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 on that pass. I thought this drive was going to be a stall drive after that sack there. But we're able to step up as Nick's now here. And oh, come on. Where was the blocking on that? That right there, that was offense, right? That was offensive line right there. They let a guy come right in there hot as Gilman makes the tackle there. Loses 7 on the play. I don't know if Bo even knows where he's at. As now the ball's at the 27-yard line here. 2nd and 17. Bo, you got to get rid of it here. Okay, step up to the pocket, slide, and get himself there to the 14. But yeah, the offensive line there, what was that all about? Jeez, come on. 3rd and 4 now. Bo here, drops back here, throws this one there. That's going to be enough there for Mims to get the catch and enough for the first down. Under a minute left here in the 3rd quarter. We're down by a possession. Quick pass there, throw, and that's going to be to Marvin Mims again, as he has now over 100 yards now for the day on 7 catches. Let's see what they'll do here on this 2nd and goal coming up. Ball to 3. They're going to run up the middle. Nah, that was not a good call there. I think they should have run on the outside. As the defense able to read that one very well. Makes a stop on Mims at the 5. And that is it for the 3rd quarter. 4th and final quarter coming up. As we'll see if we can, of course, get our running game going here, especially on the goal line here. As that run there for Mims, he was trying his best to get to that line, but I think we should just run that one on the outside. And now Bo here. Bo, what are you doing? As Bo runs this one, and that's going to get him to the 3-yard line. 4th and goal coming up. As, of course, there you see it's no other than Khalil Mack on that play. He makes the nice tackle there. They're going to go for here on 4th and goal. Ball to the 3-yard line. Yes, Bo here throws this one, makes a strike, and he cannot get it. And now Bo is hurt. Oh, man, we don't need this. We don't need that, as now he's going to have to come off the field, and now it's going to be a turnover on downs. Ball's going to be placed on the 3-yard line here for Herbert, as we'll see if our defense can now make a difference here. As Herbert here has this one off to Hampton. Hampton goes up the middle, and he's going to go ahead and get himself there just short of the first down marker at the 13. So they get a little bit of room that time. 2nd and 1 coming up, as we'll see again another run, and they're going to, of course, now this is all just chess match here as Hampton runs this one there, gets another first down. Able to move the chains now at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. As we'll see a handoff and we'll see a throw. That ball is going to be caught by Hampton. I mean, honestly, I think I would have went for it on 4th down, but then again, I probably would say, okay, we haven't been doing too good of a job there defensively stopping them until the most recent drive there. But let's just try to get points here any kind of way. Put 3 up on the board, makes it 17, it's 20, and then try to see what our defense can do. And, of course, just try to help us out, our offense out here. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I probably would have went for it myself there on 4th down. But at the same time, I would have ran the ball on the outside with Dobson on that the drive or that previous play before that there. So, but now we'll see here. We'll make a quick 3 and out. We got a chance to get back in this game now, as we had the ball on our own 31-yard line. As we're able to stop the Chargers there on that drive. This has to be a solid drive now here. Nick's throwing this one up there, and that's going to be dropped by Dobson. Incomplete pass. We'll go down to a 3rd and 10. Start to be crunch time here, so we'll see a pass there. That's going to be Dobson. Oh, nice little spin move. He's going to spin his way into the first down marker. Nice run there from him. Nice catch and run. Puts him at the 41-yard line. As we'll see here, 1st and 10. Pass there. Nice throw. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be a first down as Ingram making a catch there. I think it's the first time we've said his name here today. As we'll see now, 1st and 10. Ball at the 37-yard line now in Chargers territory. As Bo Nix here throws this one up. Bo throws and, could not come down with it. Yes, that's going to be now at the 37, still at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 10. We'll see what Bo can do here. Drops back in the pocket, throws up the middle. That is going to be dropped. Come on. You got to make those catches there, Sheffield. You got to make those type of catches there. He only had one man on him, but you got to do a better job there getting those passes. We'll see a deep pass here to the end zone. Ball's going to be, it was in his hand, but he dropped it. That's Ingram. As they did a great job there covering him on that play. Now 4th and 10 coming up. And of course, Like I said, if we would have kicked the field goal beforehand, this game would probably be tied right now. But they went for it, and we don't even get this one. What the hell? Goes short, I believe. Yeah. And that is not going to be helpful for us. There you see Herbert having a great day here. 25 of 30. Like I said, we are punishing ourselves here by letting him just sit back and do whatever he wants. 6:08 left here. Guys, if we don't get to stop here and this next offensive drive, we pretty much just kind of, quote-unquote, pissed this away. Second and three coming up here. Ball on the 49. Pass up or hand off at the middle here. That's going to be Hampton as he's able to get the first down. Now we're getting into some dangerous territory here. Not much left. We're getting close to that 5-minute mark here in this game. If we don't get a stop here, you might as well just call this game over with here. As we'll see a 1st and 10 handoff again. Back to Hampton on the ground. Hampton gets another first down. Breaks his way into either 20, and he's got now 85 yards for the day. And a big run there from him, and that's going to be putting him at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10 here for the Chargers. Chargers looking for their third win, their third straight win, of course their third straight divisional win here. And they're trying to knock off the Broncos here, who are currently 1-1. They've already knocked off the Chiefs, and of course the Raiders. Now trying to take out the Broncos here. Ball now to 14. Pass there is going to be completed. And that's going to be a catch there. Now 3rd and 4 coming up. Ball plays at the 10-yard line. They got to get this one in near the 5. As we'll see a pass there. That's going to be in the end zone. And that pretty much is going to be it. Not much we can do as Desley finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. And that is pretty much the dagger that's going to be stuck right in our chest there to take us out here. There's not much we can do here. Even if we are able to go down the field and score, we are going to be in trouble. Now they're going to go for 2 here, so they make a solid 2-possession lead. As you see the 2-point conversion here being caught and made as Harris gets in there. That is pretty much what you call a done deal. 6 plays, 56 yards, taking almost 3 minutes off the drive. It's now 28-14 here in Los Angeles as the Chargers now going to be sealing us up here and getting their 3rd win. But still time to the left there on the clock here. We can get something for ourselves here. But, of course, trying to get back in this game, it's going to be a miracle if we are able to do so. That's Bo Nix, 17 of 30, 230, with 1 touchdown there for him. Let's see what Nix can do. We'll see the ball in their own 26-yard line. Nix here drops back in the pocket, throws this one up there. That's going to be caught by Dobson as he's going to get that one near the 41. No, they're going to mark out the 42-yard line. No huddle now here in this situation. As we got to try to keep the Chargers off kilter here, not let them get their personnel they need. Bo Nix there, nice pass again there. That time we're Marvin Mims as he gets the catch at the 45. Again, got to get on the ball here. 1st and 10, ball to 45. Drop back here, handoff. Oh, we might as well stop the run here. I don't know why we're running the football here as we get no gain on that play. Well, no need now to be running the ball at all here. The clock is just going to we're just going to be fighting this clock here. So we'll see a pass there. Caught the screen pass there, luckily, as Hand makes the tackle there on Dobson. 3rd and 13 coming up. Ball there at the 48-yard line. Nix here throws, rifles there. That's going to be caught, and that's going to be stopped at near the inside the 30 there of the Chargers as we get the first down there on that play. We'll see the ball placed at the 24-yard line here. 1st and 10 after the 2-minute warning now. Broncos. Nix here drops back in the pocket. Nix, you got to get rid of the football. And he's going to get sacked again. 4th sack now here for the Chargers. as they just been beating us up pretty good here. 2nd and 13. Bo Nix going to run this one here, looking for a block, and he does not follow. I don't know who that was there that was running there in front of him, but he did not do a good job there of following that block at all. 3rd and 3 coming up. Oh, a lineman jumped the line there. Free play here for us as we run this one. That's going to put us there well inside the 10, as it's going to be a offsides there on Deshaun Hand. Ball's going to be placed at the 1 yard line with 1:34 left here. Play is going to be declined, but we'll have the ball there half the distance of the goal, and it's going to be a 1st and goal coming up here for the Broncos. So we'll see what we can do here. Hand off to our fullback there, and they're going to say he's in. Actually, our tight end, as he'll come in there, and that's just pretty much a give me, as Trauman there makes a run inside there, makes a nice play. 9 plays, 73 yards, taking a minute and a half off the clock, but I think the damage has already been done. As now they're going to go for the onside kick here. And there's not much else we can do here. Is hope and pray they drop it and we can get it. But they're going to get possession there as Williamson gets the onside kick. They'll get the ball there at 44-yard line. And it looks like the Broncos are going to be serving up their 2nd loss now of the season here in the first 3 weeks of the season. As we'll see. There you see Hampton's numbers, 13 of 87 for this game here so far today. No, it didn't get in the end zone there, thank goodness. But nonetheless, he's having a pretty good day here. So they're going to try to run this one out. Keep the clock moving. Play action here, toss, shovel pass there, and get that one to the fullback there as Greenlaw makes the tackle in the backfield there. And a timeout being called by Denver. 2 timeouts remaining. Or 1 timeout remaining for Denver. As we'll see a 2nd and 12 coming up here. I don't see why they're trying to pass here. They just need to kneel. As they force us to use our last timeout now here. And I think now they'll probably go in victory formation. I say there's really no need to try to score here. Just go in victory formation and just kneel it and just call it a day. 3rd and inch is coming up, and okay, they're going to run it as Hampton runs this one there for the 1st down. And that right there is going to be it. And so they'll win this one here. We come up short. It's going to be a final score of 28-21. There was a lot to take in here in this game here today. We did not take advantage of the passing. Stopping the pass here on Herbert. Our defense was just too relaxed in the first half. Just way too relaxed. And that which really came back and bit us in the butt later on in the game, where he was just unstoppable of doing whatever he wanted. He could pretty much, go and murder whoever he wanted in the building, and everybody be like, oh, fine, oh, great, super. It was that type of day there for him. So, next time around, we have to be more aggressive when it comes to the quarterback play there. I don't know why our guys were not aggressive at all. There was little sparks of it from time to time, but and then the running game, of course, I don't know why we keep steering away from the running game and then trying to pick it up later on. But like I said, that'll be something I have to work on the playbook about. I know there's been a new update there, but since then, I don't know. But I have to check and see how that all plays in a factor. But they did a good job there. Keeping us from having any type of really solid possessions there. I really feel like that first drive that we had was a successful one. I'm like, okay, if we get more drives like that offensively, it would be great. Defense pin their ears back, go after the quarterback, put some good hits on the receivers. And of course, when McConkey went out, I'm like, okay, we've got a little better chance now. But yeah. Just a really tough day here, and hopefully now, like I said, I have to go back in the playbook and make some changes. There's some plays I don't really like them calling for us, but we just got to be more aggressive in the running game. I just don't know why we're not being aggressive. Especially on first and second downs, and especially short yardage too as well. We gotta be more aggressive. We can't just take that that route of like, oh, okay, let's just throw it. Throw a quick screen pass, or like, no, run it. Mims, 8 catches, 116 yards, no touchdowns there for him. Sutton had a touchdown. He had 5 for 60 in today's game. But yeah, we just seemed like we were just not being aggressive defensively there. It was killing me to watch that. It was when I originally was looking at when I was simming this, I just kept telling myself, like, what is going on? Like, why are we not, like, we should be, like, the game plan I had set up was just, like, be aggressive, go after the quarterback, make those plays, make him, uncomfortable in the pocket, and don't let him, do what he wants to do. And they did the exact opposite. But it is what it is. Chargers right now, they have pretty much they have the tiebreaker on all 3 teams so far now here. So they could pretty much lose the next 3 games against each one of us. Lose the next game against us, the Chiefs, and the Raiders, and have and if they're still winning outside the conference, and still have the home field advantage over us when it comes to the playoffs. So we got to try to definitely change that next time around when they come to Mile High. We gotta stick them good, and especially the Chiefs and Raiders. We gotta that makes me even more so with the Chiefs and whatnot. Like, that's just But as we take a look here, we are going to get ready for week 4 and 5 coming up in the next episode, maybe even week 6, depending on how these games turn out. But we'll be back home at Mile High at Empower Field there for a matchup against 2 teams right now that are not playing like they're supposed to be. They were both playoff teams last year, and now it doesn't look like that's the case anymore here, as we have a Monday night matchup here with the Cincinnati Bengals. Both teams are 2-1, pretty much even with each other when it comes to overalls, as well as the offense and defense. There was some slight difference, but yeah, I don't know how entertaining this Monday Night Football game is going to be, but for us, we got to be able to run the football. We got to be able to attack the quarterback and make some plays defensively. We need turnovers. We have not been getting turnovers here. I don't know what's going on with Patrick Surtain. He's kind of a shadow of, a ghost of his own self there. So I don't know. We have to figure out something. But if you guys want to see more of this series, of course, definitely hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And, of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to drop here on ESGNet plus LP. And, of course, if you want some more Madden 26 action or more Madden series, go check us out on our main channel over on ESGNet here on YouTube for more, as we're currently right now running a traditional series with the Baltimore Ravens. It's been a lot of fun playing that. So definitely go check it out over there on the second channel. There's a link down below for that, as well as other series from that main channel as well. So again, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. Bronco Nation, let's ride. We got week 4 coming up. It's a Monday night game, and we got to turn things around right now if we want to salvage our season. But as always, keep yourselves healthy, and I'll see you all next time.